What's up, guys? Brandon Greenplate here with the Greenplate Group, brokered by eXp Realty. My market prediction this year for Hilton Head Island and what we're going to see amongst the real estate. First and foremost, it's important to kind of see where we're at in the bigger scheme of things. So coming out of 2024 slowed down a little bit at the end of the year last year, guys. Higher interest rates, there was a little less optimism, there was uncertainty with the presidential election, you know, and moving forward into 25 at the very beginning of the new year, we really didn't know what to expect. But I think, you know, after coming through here a month or two in 25, we have a pretty good pulse of what's going to happen this year. So I think first and foremost, from a first-hand perspective, guys, I predict 5 to 7%, maybe more of appreciation this year. And there's a reason that I say that. So we are down a little bit in prices compared to 22 and 23. And what we're seeing and what we saw in the first month or two, and normally you have a pretty good pulse of what the year is going to look like halfway through January. Guys, it has been a crazy first few months of 2025. The buyer pool is huge. And again, Hilton Head is a limited supply commodity. It's a simple economics equation where, you know, we only have so much supply of Hilton Head and the demand is huge and it continues to grow. So from the upfront demand aspect of things, guys, we're as busy as we've ever been. There's more people that want to come here, second home, primary residence, relocate, you know, short-term rental. So I look at the overarching market pulse, which is we don't have that much inventory coming on. So especially single family homes are gonna see some really solid appreciation this year because the inventory is low and a lot of people are looking for the same thing. When you look at the condo market, you're still gonna see appreciation. There is more inventory on it out there. We're kind of getting out of a spell of, you know, some higher assessments that are starting to come down. So there's just been more condos on the market. But from a pulse standpoint, the beginning of the year right now, guys, it is hot. There is very limited supply and a lot of people want the same thing. So if you're in the market right now, it's very important to move quickly on something that gets listed because there's a lot of people, again, looking for the same thing. When that comes up, it's gonna draw a lot of attention. Something else that I wanna mention is, you know, I was reading an article the other day and the average interest rate for the past 35 years is 7.6%. Guys, here in end of February, early March, we're sitting, you know, kind of close to that high sixes, low sevens. Guys, I don't think these interest rates are gonna go down that much here this year. I think we might see some relief, but my point is people are getting over the hump and they're swallowing it and they're accepting it. So what happens, more buyer activity, still limited inventory. And I think you also have people that want to upgrade properties, but they're sitting on a 2 or 3% rate and they can't stomach moving to a 7% rate, even if they have, you know, the equity in the property to do so. The payment's that much higher. You're starting to see those people be able to stomach and realize that these interest rates aren't going anywhere and life is more important than a number. And, you know, you're going to see continuing activity moving forward. The other thing that I want to make note of, guys, and this is more for, you know, the real estate market nationally rather than just where we are in beautiful Hilton Head Island, we have a housing shortage, a really big housing shortage. So what happened in 2008 when the market crashed, they stopped building. Like for 6 years, new construction, a lot of it, right? And now what has happened is age population continues to get older, there's more people entering the housing market, and there's way more people than amount of homes that are out there. So again, you think about supply and demand from a Hilton Head standpoint, there's only so much supply and there's a lot of demand. You think about the national housing overlook, guys, same thing. There's not enough properties to go around. And what that is gonna drive prices. So, you know, if you're thinking about buying a property now, whether it's anywhere in the country or in Hilton Head Island, don't come back to me or your agent that you're working with and be upset if you're paying another $50,000 to $100,000 more in a year or two. It's what we see. We eat, sleep, breathe this every single day. If you want a more in-depth prediction and explanation of why I am thinking that we're gonna see prices go up this year, give me a call, 843-422-4792, Brandon Greenplate, Greenplate Group, brokered by eXp Realty.